Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Anime Podcast, your ultimate hub for all things anime and beyond. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a returning listener, we're thrilled to have you on board for another exciting dive into the world of animation and pop culture conversation. This is episode 188 of the Anime Podcast. We are 12 weeks away for the episode 200. So chat, let us know if you want any returning guests, any surprise appearance, any old members to appear back. Who knows? But for this episode, we have the Weebs Lounge. We have the K-pop Demon Hunters. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have a mini review, a quick discussion of it. And then we're going to have some Otaku big news but central to end the show. Because we're going to have a simple show. Because next week's show, we're going to have another Fantastic Four review. Big movie review. So we're going to have a short show for this one. We have a quick discussion for our big news but central. So enjoy the show. Time goes over to the bottom. Let's have fun. It's your boy, Love and Peace, Legendary Vash, your human and typhoon, like it's known in the Weebs Lounge. Weebs of the Ring. I am known as the positive, the optimistic Vash. As here in the Anime Podcast, I am your extraordinary, the best, the greatest, the undenifying host of all podcasting. And I'm not alone, because I'm here with the world champion himself.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and ignorant children of the Isles. What is up? What is good? It is your world heavyweight champion Whawkins, the most decorated podcaster in all of sports entertainment, and mainly on the entertainment side tonight because we're here with Anime Lately Podcast. We're going to talk about some movies, some games, some music, actually, with a lot of these movies that I actually watched, a lot of them musical based and all that, and of course got our usual news and all that stuff. But I mean, Vash, how you been doing this week? I mean, I know you've consumed a little bit of stuff. I mean, kind of transitioning to our first little hot spot here, but I just wanted to ask real quick, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. Big things in the future for AniMa W3 Studio. We're getting to a lot of things pushing. Websites finally getting to progress. I didn't even tell Walkers behind the scenes. I forgot to mention I'm having a meeting with the person that finally has the website in organization. So we're talking with the execution. So that's finally in the works after 6 months of because people understand. I want to launch the website, but I don't want to be in charge of it. I want somebody to oversee it, and I could be more like investing in it, producing it, doing things, because I already do the YouTube channel, the podcast, and the Twitch stuff. I don't want to add another thing on my plate when I also have a day job and a wife. So right now, I don't want to deal with that other than, hey, I pay somebody to do this. We have a collaboration. Much simpler than me adding another thing to oversee on my plate when it doesn't need. I became a producer for a short film. Can't really talk about it yet too much because we're still in the works in the project, but stay tuned for the next 6 months, maybe a year. You will see a lot of marketing. You will see stuff I'll be promoting on IG and social media, so stay tuned on that on the socials. I will definitely be tweeting it out, so stay tuned. We're gonna have a Kickstarter, all those little small good stuff, and just really excited. Like, honestly, I felt like the first 6 months of the year was kind of learning where I need to go, what I need to do, what I have to get, the gear shift where I need to move to. And now June and July, I felt like the transitional period of like, okay, now let's get the ball rolling. Do I feel turning like, damn, this is kind of fucking late to get the ball running? But I cannot compare or compete with myself with others that have had a different route or road for them was not the same.
Yeah, that's one thing you always got to remember. It's just like people have different schedules, people have different worlds, lives, and all that. So it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get to your destination, you'll get there eventually. Because, hey, life is all about the journey, not the destination.
Yeah, that's a good reminder. That's why I always tell people, like, patience is a virtue. And I have a lot of fucking patience. I don't, as my friends and team know, I don't get mad easily. And when I do, people are like, yo, you're good. You don't get angry. Like, something pisses you off. Like, yeah, trust me. If I'm pissed, it means something actually did take me off. So it's always about the patience. It's always finding the right opportunity. And that's why, like, quick wrestling reference for our fans out there that don't watch wrestling, for you to understand. That's why I always have loved, like, three characters from pro wrestling the most is Edge, Shawn Michaels, and Seth Rollins, because those are three characters that play in pro wrestling that are always known to be the opportunists. They are always to find the opportunity. If they don't have it, they will make it. So like that's something I always related to me. And lately I've been on the mindset of, you know, our boy Thanos. He may not be right on a lot of things, but one thing he was right about is when he grabbed the gauntlet and said, "It's time to do it myself." I'm like, word, I got you. Like, that's my mindset. It's not against nobody, no shade to anybody. It's just like, I'm kind of getting to the point, like, not saying that I'm getting older, but like, I'm tired of waiting for anybody to give me opportunity. It's time for me to make the opportunity for myself so I can give others opportunities where they deserve as well.
Yeah, you get that mindset when you get older. You're just like, I'm tired of waiting on other people. I'm tired of dealing with the idiots around me.
Oh my God, it's exhausting.
Come on, like, oh my God, dude, I literally have to deal with stupid people every single day. That's why I'm just so mentally drained. By the time 5 o'clock rolls around, I'm like, oh, I'm finally in my car. I'm on my hour and a half freaking commute back home where I just put on like a podcast or a YouTube video, maybe an anime, depends. I don't know.
I question when like, he tells me that he watches the anime on the road. I'm like, sir.
There's a reason I lean towards dubbed anime anymore.
Yes, yeah, that makes sense. For dubbed ones, it's fine. But I just can't, like, podcast is fine because you can hear them or see them. If you have a mount on your car in there, no problem. But when I hear people say, like, yeah, like, I sometimes have watched, when I came out of work, I have watched Raw or SmackDown driving home. But it's like because I have a mount and I just hear the broadcasting, the commentators doing their thing, so I can understand the movesets, what's being done, top rope, doing moonsault, so I know what's being done, so easy. But when it comes to anime, it's a bit tough. And like,
yeah, like that's the thing. You have that mount right there, and you're fine. You know, just make sure, especially if you drive, you know, a more modern car that has like, okay, this is gonna be the old car dealership in me talking right here, but you know, you got your cars. I used to work for Honda for a bit, so I drive a Honda right now. I have like your lane keep assist.
Is the Honda Civic?
Yeah,
I knew it.
2020.
Oh my
Honda
God,
Civic.
Nate also, I believe, has a Honda Civic 2020.
Oh, nice. So he knows about this. You got your lane keep assist system. You got your what is it? Flip the
cruise control. Yeah, the
cruise control. That thing is a lifesaver because, man, during those long drives, during those long commutes, just having that thing adapt to the car in front of you, you could change how close you follow somebody to and all that. Like, it's just picture perfect and all that. So yeah, man, that's how you get safely.
That's my struggle. Because Chad, you know, to add a bit more about cars, you know, real quick, but I feel, you know, before we get to our media consumption, you know, we just have a little banter for Chad. So please let us know what type of car you have. Do you experience the same thing as we do? Because mine, I usually drive cars from like 2005 to like 2018. So I drive cars or cargo vans or trucks for work and everything, and sometimes they're all a bit of a walk of life. Some don't got Bluetooth. Sometimes I gotta bring my own speakers to just entertain myself. Some of them don't even have the button where you have the way of the window to go up or down, like automatic. Where you sometimes have to fucking like roll that shit still.
Yeah, the roller.
Bro, I be getting mad. I'm like, why am I driving? Like, fuck. Like, I don't need a muscle workout. I don't need that shit.
Nah.
So I be tight about that.
Sometimes you need it. Sometimes you need it, man. Just get that warm up before you get into work.
Yeah. So when I get that with the cars, it's tough, but it's awkward when you drive old cars, which is for us not really old. It's just for the technology, it's considered old from comparing from a 2005, 2010 to like a 2020 car. So when I drive when I go to with my wife, we go rent a car from Enterprise or Hertz or any other examples of said rental places. When I get in the car and drive like a 2020, 2022, bro, I feel like I'm in a candy shop. I'm like, what the fuck is all these buttons that say, what's this, what's this, what's this? I'm just curious. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I hate it when these car rental spots don't advise you. Like, hey, by the way, have you driven a most recent new car? I wish they would do that so they could just assume. They just assume. And I'd be mad because I'm like, bro, help me understand. And when I ask them questions, they're like, "Oh, it's easy, just figure out yourself." I'm like, motherfucker, if I didn't want to figure out myself, I would have literally just sat here and do it myself. But if you're not here helping me, then I look like I'm a kid in a candy shop. I remember one time, I believe when me and my wife were in our first year anniversary, and we drove, I believe was a Mustang, or the car that has to open that has to. It was not Lamborghini. There's no way. I did not. I would not pay for Lamborghini at the time. No, because also I was. Was it a Lamborghini? I don't think so. Probably that's why. Probably that's why. Because we kept it for one day, and when you're under 25, you know that they extra charge you in those car rental places. Yeah. So me and my wife were supposed to have the car for a week, but once they said, "Hell, wait, you're under 25? Here's just extra charges that you are gonna pay for." I'm like, "Oh, babe, we're not gonna have the car for 3 days or a week now. We're gonna have it for 2 days." My girl was so sad, but bro, the technology in that car was like, all these new buttons. We sat in the car rental spot for like an extra 20 minutes or 10 minutes just for me to understand what this button does, what this button does, what this button does. It was, it was again candy shop.
Dude, it's crazy. Like when you see some of the screens on like the Teslas, or like my sister's car has like this huge screen. It's literally just
like a tablet,
a freaking computer.
It's like a whole tablet.
I'm like, do you need this in your car of all things?
Look,
like, what?
I don't know if it's because I grew up born in 1996 and I grew up where in 2001 we had New York had the blackout and everything. We had the EMP that happened, or to some degree for people to understand, like we had like almost like an EMP type of happen. Like no tech was on for like I think an hour, a couple hours. My fear is what happened if I drive a Tesla, a random EMP again happens out of nowhere. You're fucked. Like to me that's my scariness of like shit. What happened if a car that you drive like they driving all tech? And EMP happens, your car is done. Yeah.
No, you're screwed anymore with a modern car.
And also correction, our team member memory has a Toyota Corolla, which is still not bad.
I will have to question his driving skills because during my commutes. Okay. I'm just gonna throw this out there, chat. Comments, I don't care what you guys have to say. If you drive a Tesla or a Toyota, I'm going to assume that you got your driver's license from a damn cereal box, because those are the worst drivers I have ever experienced on the road. Like, learn what the speed limit is, like on both sides, on both ends of the spectrum, because normally I drive like 15 to 20 over. And if I'm already going 15 to 20 over the speed limit, and you're passing me like I'm going 25 miles an hour on a damn 60 mile per hour road, something's wrong with you. And then on the other end of the spectrum, if you're going 25 miles an hour on a 60 mile per hour road, you fucking drive faster.
Look, I'm not going to expose Nate here. I'm not going to expose him. And everything, but all I can say is that this man has been on the road on a red light, literally playing the Moody bot. That's what I'm saying. Chat, if you know, you know.
Yep. Again, proving my point yet again.
I literally been telling him like, bro, pull over. He's like, it's gonna be quick. I'm on a red light. Copy, paste. I'm like, ah.
And BMWs, you guys are moving up there too. Damn BMWs, you're this close to getting up there as well. So watch yourselves on the road. But I think we've talked about cars enough.
Yeah. So I'm glad for everyone to understand that we love cars here. We fuck drivers that don't know how to drive, because if you're in New York City as well, y'all don't know how to put fucking turn signals. Per your fucking damn turn signals. Y'all don't know.
Don't worry. That's everywhere. That's literally everywhere. It's not that hard. It's just a little lever on your left hand. You just go bloop.
It's so easy. Just flick it. Like, look, just flick it. Just flick it. Well, it depends on old cars.
If you're merging, yeah.
Yeah, right. It depends. The old cars, you gotta flick it back down. So the current cars will flick back down once they know that you did the slight turn. So like, oh, you turn, back down. But chat, hopefully you enjoyed the little banter about car driving, safe driving, Honda versus Toyota. If anybody doesn't know, my favorite car is a Mitsubishi. I can't remember. I'm forgetting the name. But the silver and blue, the one that Paul Walker, Brian O'Connor drove in Too Fast, Too Furious. It's that Mitsubishi. Skyline. The Mitsubishi Skyline.
Okay.
I think that's the 2004 one or 2005 one. That's my favorite car. Then after that is Bumblebee.
Oh yeah, Bumblebee's a good one. See, again, I worked with Honda, so
nice.
I got a little bit of bias, so I'm like, all right, just give me an Accord, give me a CRV, I'll be fine, I'll be good.
My dad has a CRV and it works fine. He has a 2012 version. Oh, yeah. Works started good.
Yeah, my parents have a 2020 hybrid. I think it's 2020. It might be 2021, but anyways, yeah, it's a hybrid. Drives really nice too.
I love to hear that.
Oh yeah.
But chat, you know what?
Car talk.
Enough car talk, exactly. Let's get into our Weebs Lounge for anybody that actually wants to hear about the media that we have consumed. If this is your first time of what media that we have consumed, or what the fuck is Weebs Lounge? It is discussing the personal updates of the latest media we, as the panelists, and also chat could chime in, that we have consumed. So it's time for a weekly check-in, the highs and lows, along with the latest anime, manga, media that we've been enjoying. So pour a virtual cup of your choice. Is it liquor, wine, a coffee, or tea, whichever it may be of your options, or a beer. So let's connect on our personal side and let us know what you've been consuming and hear us what we have been discussing ourselves. So since I'm already speaking and I have a short list to talk about, your boy hasn't watched much movies for this past week. The only movie he did watch is, of course, Superman. That's the one. I've been seeing a lot of reviews. Well, I haven't been seeing a lot of the people I watch, like Jenna Campia, Christian Harloff, and a few other movie pundits that I watch. Haven't checked out the reviews yet, but I love the timeline has been very positive, so that's one thing I want to highlight. Still enjoying the film, even though there's a few people that have questioned that say, wait, I haven't watched the film yet of Superman, but I heard that the movie is establishment of the superheroes in the film, but it wasn't really like a Superman movie. I'm like, has people not read comics? Like Superman is in a grander world called DC. When you have other heroes literally around you, it's the most logical sense. Like, that's the thing that people have literally been mad about Manhattan in the Marvel universe. When you have Spider-Man that's supposed to protect the whole Manhattan, in a way, the whole Manhattan, but then we have Luke Cage protecting Harlem. We have Daredevil protecting Hell's Kitchen. We have Doctor Strange protecting either Brooklyn or Manhattan or the interdimensional cosmic problems. So, like, when you don't have them cross each other, it makes you question. So, like, I get this movie Superman being its own success and having its own characters, and I can't really wait to rewatch it. Haven't gotten my A-list plus card yet. I was going to be happening eventually, but I can't wait to watch the Superman movie. I'm very excited. There's a few movies, like I said a couple weeks ago, that I'm going to be watching with Wifey, Accountant 2, and a few others on Amazon Prime. There's a few shows that we also caught our attention for Amazon Prime as well, so I'm very excited for that. But a movie that I did watch last night that is anime related is a slime movie. For anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about, let me get to it.
Like me.
Wait,
I'm assuming it's reincarnated as a slime.
Yes,
that you're talking about?
reincarnated as a slime. My boy Rimu and everything.
Yeah, that guy with the purple-haired booby lady, as I like to call her.
Purple hair, yeah. I'll give it purple hair and everything.
Sure, that one. Don't worry. Reincarnated as a slime is actually on my list. It's just I got other things I'm going through right now that one day I'll talk about on here.
I'm trying to find
one day.
I was watching. The time I got me cut the slime, the movie Scarlet Bond. That's one I was watching last night. I think it's a big shout out to Mega Graham. He stole my husbando / waifu from the movie they bought. So this man, he didn't want to honor my wish list, so he didn't want to give it to me. I'm like, all right, cool, respectfully, go fuck yourself. But on my end, I'm like, yo, it's time to watch my movie to make me happy, because I was exporting the podcast off the binge. So I'm like, hey, I need to stay awake. So then I decided to watch the movie, a whole hour and 48 movie. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me entertain myself. And honestly, it was still fun to watch. It was still entertaining. I had a great time.
Good. Good.
Still hits. Rimur's the GOAT. Can't wait to see more of season 4 and others when it comes by, but I just gotta wait. Like, yo, can I continue adapting this? I need it. Like I need my itch of slime. I could read the manga or read the light novel because my wife bought the first volume, so I do still plan to read it. Haven't just found the time to do so. When it comes to that, I watch Slime. Any other show that I have been watching? No, but I do want to mention more anime manga related wise. I got into Kaiju number 8. I'm catching up because the manga did finish this past Thursday. I'm not sure, Whawkins, if you finish it, but I do plan to finish it this coming week.
Yeah, I didn't get too far with Kaiju number 8. I was reading it when it first came out, but then I just kind of dropped from it.
Oh,
I don't know. It wasn't really moving me, especially with its schedule of like every other week.
Yeah, it's every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks or every 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I love, like, it's on Jump Plus for anybody that wasn't aware. It's on Jump Plus and they be doing their own thing. So I appreciate for Jump Plus at least having the authors have their own schedule when they're allowed to. It's not like you're, showing the Jump and Oda and other creators are mandatory to do it every week and they have no type of way to make a good schedule. Unless you're Tabata like Black Clover and you can do whatever the fuck you want every 3 months and still only give us 20 pages instead of a good type of 40 pages.
Yep. That's why it's the McDonald's of shonen.
That's crazy. But I am getting on my manga. Yo, chat, let us know. Do you guys miss Shonen Ronin? You guys want to see that happen again? You guys want to see it relaunch? Let us know thoughts about it. Because, it's been on the back burner of trying. That's 100%. Other than that, when it comes to TV shows, me and wifey are finally getting onto Reacher season 3. You know why? Because she's coming at it. She's like, yo, let's watch something. I'm like, cool, let's watch a movie. Let's watch some One Piece, or let's catch up to a few other shows to watch it. She said, nah, I want to see my Jack Reacher. I'm like, okay. Even though I'm not saying I'm not in the mood for it, it's just, what kills the vibe is the fucking commercials. The commercials on Amazon is what kind of kills the vibe. I was like, I don't. Like,
sounds
why
like Saturday night's main event?
like why am I watching a full hour show and then 2 commercials in the middle and in the beginning and end of the show? I don't need that.
Is that the only place you can watch this series?
Yes, Jack Reacher. Well, unless you go on the Pirate of the High Seas, it's different. But when you want to, officially. But when you want to go actually watch it itself, is very simple. Watching it on Amazon Prime, which it has a couple good shows. It's just they want an extra $5 from their audience and subscriptions just to pay. If you don't want no commercials, I'm like, the reason I'm paying for Amazon Prime is to not get commercials, but you guys want to be extra?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourselves. That's a psych. When it comes to gaming, haven't played no games. I've been slacking on it. But congrats to Drop This Box, our team member for Weebs of the Ring. He did beat Donkey Kong Bonanza, so go check out his review. I'll put it on the cards right around here, so go check that out. For Donkey Kong Bonanza, he finished it. He's been telling me, Vash, go beat the final boss in Astrobot, and I'm like, someday. It's just, look, chat. How the fuck do you have 4 evolutions for the final boss, but you only have 2 lives? 2 lives, you just gotta survive, and you gotta learn the patterns. That's tough. That's the tough part, because this motherfucker has 4 lives. So you gotta knock out him. You gotta knock out his barrier 3 times, and then you gotta defeat him without the barriers that 4th time. I've only knocked him out 2 times of barriers. That 3rd time is where I always die, and I'm like, fuck that shit. And I can't throw the controllers because the controllers cost $80. So I have to throw my tantrum in my head. That's fun.
You just gotta do what the kids keep saying, is get good. That's all you gotta do. And we keep telling you this every single time you bring it up. It's just like, Vash, you just gotta get good, buddy.
Look, I got patience for when I grew up for the Mario games, when I grew up the Crash Bandicoot. This is where us gamers grew up with hard levels, and we had to survive no matter what. And some of those games did not give us a checkpoint. This final boss doesn't have a checkpoint. And literally, if you die, you fucking die. And I get tired of dying.
I believe in you. I believe in you. Oh my
God, thank you for believing in me. You're so sweet for believing in me.
And if you don't believe in yourself, then believe in the me that believes in you. And you'll be fine.
Oh, how sweet.
I miss that show.
Other than that, I don't got no more shit to talk about because I haven't done anything else other than doing other stuff of my daily lives and being part of other new projects that I'm adding on my plate. But Whawkins, I don't know, you got a list, so talk to me.
I do have a bit of a list. So no retail therapy. So you guys are lucky from that. Even though my search for a Switch 2 continues on, especially after Donkey Kong Bonanza came out. Anime and manga. So as of today, now on the document, this is now updated. I'm almost done with volume 21 of Mushoku Tensei. I just got like the last 3, like they're like bonus chapters for the volume. Yeah, volume 21 was it was an emotional roller coaster. That's all I'm gonna say. And my one friend that I talked to, Eden's, about all this, I called it. I was right about that one guy. That's all I'm gonna say without spoiling anything, because it is a huge reveal that you get in this volume. But yeah, it was just really good, this one. So I'm looking forward to volume 22 when I get around to it next week, because I like consuming these volumes like once a week, so like one volume a week and all that. Because there's also a YouTuber by the name of Otaku Spirit that I listen to that covers Mushoku Tensei. Like he'll have a video like every week on a Monday and all that covers the volumes and all that. So I'll listen to him throughout the week, just kind of help process what I went through and all that. But man, volume 21 was really good. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that, because I'm almost done with it. My journey through Mushoku Tensei is almost complete, because there's 26 volumes and I'm just about done with 21. So looking forward to that. Maybe you guys might see some content on here about that. Maybe a good old discussion piece.
There is a man god Graham wants to do some content when it comes to Jobless Reincarnation. I'm currently reacting to ReZero, and then after I do ReZero, it will be after ReZero, it was the next show is gonna be Jobless Reincarnation. And in September, quick thing is gonna be High School of the Dead, because that's gonna come out in October.
Oh, you're gonna watch that?
I haven't seen it, and
that's great.
I was gonna do it in October, but like I don't think I might have time to record and edit it for October.
Yeah, true.
So that's why I'm like, I'd rather do it like in the last 2 weeks of if I need to do in the last 2 weeks of September, then it could come out in the first 2 weeks of October, or it probably could lead up to, like, maybe if my schedule's good in the first 2 weeks of October, then I could record it and then have it on the last 2 weeks of October. So depending on schedule wise, but that's in the works.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, definitely looking forward to that. That's a fun series. So Vash had mentioned one manga that ended last week in Kaiju number 8. Another manga ended fairly recently, known as Magie Lumiere, which is a quick synopsis of it. It's magical girls, but in a business sense. So it's a really solid series. Highly recommend if you enjoy like somewhat slice of life, but also you still get like magical girl stuff, which is crazy for somebody like me to say, because I like, if you asked like 10 years ago Whawkins, like what, 24-year-old Whawkins, hey, would you believe in 10 years time one of your favorite series might be a magical girl series? That man would look at you and be like, what in the toxic masculinity are you talking about? Get out of here with that. So I highly recommend it. It's really good. The main character is kind of like a Deku in a sense, but kind of in a different way though, because like she doesn't get gifted these powers. It's more of like she finally gets a chance to shine in life. So like she finally gets that opportunity, that moment to be like, okay, here I am. I'm actually a legitimate good person, and I actually have a skill set that's really good for this job and business, and to kind of make this like job career further itself, you know. So I'm actually good for the industry of a magical girl and all that. So it's really cool. It's really solid. So highly recommend it. It's like 180 something chapters, so it's not too long. So you guys can actually like get a good read of it for a bit. Video game wise, I had started a third loop of Wukong. I haven't really touched it in a while, but that's,
see, chat,
that's whatever.
And this is where people will say, "Are we real gamers?" Because we go back to the same game just for comfortability.
Yeah. I mean, one of my comfort games, which I'm still playing, hell, it's on my TV right now as I'm doing this podcast. Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory.
Yes, you're playing
I can't tell
that.
you how many times I've played this game, how many times I've replayed this game. Why? Because I've lost control of my life. That's why. But not only that, it's a really good comfort game, but I'll get more into that when the next Digimon Story game comes out, because that's looking really good for October. So yeah, good luck getting in touch with me in October, everybody. I'm going to be busy with that, with Yote, and in a couple weeks after that, there'll be the new Pokemon game, which I don't know if I'm going to get day one, but we'll talk about that here later on. But yeah, that's mainly video game wise. I didn't really touch many video games this past week, mainly because I was doing this other thing, actually watching some freaking movies for once. I actually did this on Sunday. I just kind of sat down because I didn't have Gachiakuda to react to, so I just sat there and just like, you know what, let's watch a couple movies and all that. So I watched Looney Tunes: The Day the Earth Blew Up. Very funny movie. Definitely do recommend it. It's animated very well. The characters are drawn in a way that's very I was almost going to say creative, but of course it's creative. It's freaking Looney Tunes. Expressive. Like, the expressions in this movie are just so good. The comedy is just like, I mean, it's still modern Looney Tunes, but it's really funny. Like, there are some jokes in this that really got me cackling. I don't want to say any of them right now.
I haven't finished it.
For spoilers.
I know Wifey was not interested in the movie to continue, but it was interesting to see how the story of, because for those that don't know, it's usually Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. They usually grows up together, or they are kind of neighbors. But this one, they switch it up for Bugs Bunny and Porky the Pig.
Oh, you mean Daffy?
Yes, that's what I meant, right? I said Daffy Duck and Porky the Pig. Yeah. It was interesting. Like, yeah, because it was an interesting dynamic. Excuse me, I got hiccups. It was an interesting dynamic to see Porky the Pig and Daffy Duck work together and like being childhood best friends. But I didn't obviously get to finish the film, so I don't know how it ended. But like, just seeing how Daffy Duck character has never fucking changed, and it's just hilarious. Like, he's still a slob. He still don't give a fuck. The way he has lived with Bugs Bunny in his other adaptation of other shows, it's like, Daffy, please don't change. You're a scumbag, but a lovable scumbag.
Well, like, that's the thing. In this movie, he's just loony. Yeah, like, he's not really much of a scumbag. He's just loony. Name pun intended with it as well. But like, also. It kicked me just at the beginning, where they like meet up with this farmer Jim or whatever, and literally the farmer is just animated as a PNG, like a moving painted PNG, and like there's a point where like he just goes away. Like, it doesn't say he died, it doesn't say he moved, he just like goes away. But like, they don't animate him walking, they just animate him like hold on, I'll use Luffy as an example here. So they literally animate him walking, but they don't animate him. They just have him go but like on the screen. So
I believe
walking animation.
I believe I saw a couple of scenes of those in the beginning, because I believe I only saw 30 minutes out of an hour and 10 or hour and 20.
So you saw this then?
Yeah. Yeah, the whole house is fucking horrendous. That house is like, but it was just funny, bro. The way they said their father or their adopted father, the way like bro just literally left them, the way he just kept walking away from them, like, I take care, and like bro literally had a silhouette of literally saying bye, and it reminded me of the Teletubbies. I'm like, take care of my child, and I'm like, he just left and abandoned them.
Dude, the best part, because like when they animate his mouth moving when he's talking, but not the rest of his body.
Nope.
But the one time they actually animate his body moving is like when he's dying, but like it's animated so well. Like when he turns around, he's just like, you boys take care now. It's just like, why is that like the most well animated part of this, and yet you just use him as a PNG for the rest of the movie? Like, what the, like, it's so funny. Like,
and that's
it's
what
so simple but so funny.
and that's what I love about classic cartoons, like when it comes to like Looney Tunes, Pink Panther, Popeyes, Scooby Doo, is that type of slapstick type of satire with the comedy, and it just works well when it gets executed. You can enjoy the humor of it, and it's just it's great.
Yeah. But yeah, I highly recommend if you're a big cartoon person, big Looney Tunes person, all that. I watched that movie after I watched Sinners. Finally got around to watching that movie.
Ooh, I haven't watched that one, so I can't put any thoughts here. Ooh, I really wanted to.
Watch it.
Let's come back to Event Thing,
really
because
good.
I would love to conversate with you about Sinners, because that's something me and wife were planning to watch. So let's come back to it, because I'd love for us to kind of have a little breakdown.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, if we were to actually talk about Sinners right now, it would probably be the rest of the podcast.
Yes, I know, I know. Ooh, I know the cinematography. I know the acting. Oh, it's amazing.
Oh my god, it's so good. I want to watch some videos, because like my friend Edens was telling me how like a lot of people were doing good deep dives with it, like comparing a lot of characters to like Seven Deadly Sins and all that, and like just a lot of the themes going on, and plus like the music too, like
the score. This
movie's music based, and there's one scene, I won't say too much about it, but it really goes into like the history of music. And
are you talking about the scene at the bar? Sorry, at the bar farm, at the farm where they're all dancing.
Yes, that scene is so fucking good. Like it really speaks to me, especially with my like background and all that with music, because it's like you see the evolution of music through this scene, from African roots to modern day stuff, to stuff that was like in the 80s and the 70s and all that. Like you get electric guitars, you get people break dancing and all that. You get like there's this like I think it's like you have this Chinese couple too, and like you even incorporate some of their backstory too with it. Like it's done so well, and it's like a good way to just kind of show again how music has evolved through time and how it will evolve in time. Like it's that part alone was really good, but like the whole movie, and especially like the post-credit scenes.
How do you like Haley Steinfeld as well? In her lines.
Who was that?
Haley Steinfeld, the one that told Michael B. Jordan that he put the tongue in his cooch and spin backwards, something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but I
mean,
yeah,
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Yeah. So I'll just leave it at
Don't worry,
that,
I'll come back to Event Thing chat. We will probably have a review of Sinners probably by the week of August 4th episode. I believe that's episode 180, because episode 189 will be Fantastic Four, and then episode 190 will be Weebs Lounge and whatever happens after SummerSlam, and thing interesting for us to talk about. And then I will make the attention for Sinners for us to use that conversation.
But of course, we'll save the Sinners talk for another day. We'll table that right now, because another movie that we both watched and consumed that also deals with music, K-pop Demon Hunters. This movie was fun. Like, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna preface this with saying this. I know I'm not really the target demographic with this. And I'm also not like the biggest K-pop person. I still had fun with this movie though. Like it was still really good. I could still feel the emotions. I could still get a sense of what the themes and what the characters were going through with it. So even still beyond that, really good movie as well. Like, and a lot of people are starting to see like, I saw some tweets today and just like, I can't watch this. This looks like bad. And it was like, it's showing just a random screenshot of like when they were eating on the plane. And literally the tweet responding to it was just like, wow. So people are finally turning on this movie, huh? I'm just sitting there like, why do we do this to like good movies and be like,
wait, so they were upset?
So we hate it.
So they were upset of the animation, or they were upset that they were eating sushi with, you know?
I think it was the animation, because it also, like, they were also showing screenshots of like the other like emotions that they were showing, or like a lot of the faces that the girls were making, which were creative.
Bro,
And
everything
like,
around
yeah.
this project was amazing. Like, congrats to fucking the animation project when it comes to what it has been doing with this. You know, big, huge congrats to Sony. If anybody don't know, this movie, K-pop Demon Hunters, that we have in the background, has literally been 5 weeks in the #1 US like charts for Netflix. If it gets in the #1 US still for another 4 weeks, it will get greenlit for sequel and other projects they want to do. Having Sony and Netflix know about this, it will greenlit other projects. I want another project. The amount of times I listened to the songs of Golden, Idol, Free, many of their songs have been amazing. I'm shocked. Even when I was out in Starbucks today, I was out having a meeting, and I literally got sidetracked for like 5 seconds when I heard a song in Starbucks radio, like literally hearing it, and I'm like, damn, wow, it's also Starbucks. And then I went back to my meeting, and just when I was driving this past Sunday to go grab my grandma, in the radio, 100.3 or Z100.3 here in New York, you literally hear it also on the radio. So to know that a movie like this, and I bet you they even said it publicly that they didn't expect this movie to succeed so well it has. And I love, and I'm happy for like my wife watching the movie, midway of the movie, she said, babe, can you go find the soundtrack for me so I could download it already? Like she like hearing that, as like, look, I don't consider myself a K-pop fan or like a crazy, you know, crazy fanatic. I am a fan of music. I'm a fan of K-pop, like BTS and a few others, Blackpink and a few other songs of the K-pop genre. I also listen to J-pop / a lot of anime music, but that don't mean that I don't consider myself a full K-pop fan. But when it comes to their fucking album of K-pop Demon Hunters, I've listened to this non-stop. I bet you by the end of the year, my YouTube music will say that this album was top 5 for me, because I've listened to it non-stop on my radio. I mean, on my YouTube music. Like, it's literally saved as an album. I've downloaded it, and it's so entertaining. Nice. The music literally connects to you. Each music, by the beginning to the end, connects to one another. I love how one of the beautiful ways that I see this movie is it kind of feels like a musical. For people that don't know, is that musicals, the way they tell their stories are within the music, and that's what 3 of the songs to me kind of did that. It was the song Golden, literally explaining the girls, you know, background, Zoe, Rumi, and our girl Mira, them explaining that where Zoe, the girl on the top right here on the image, where she literally said the song Golden, that she's a problem child, that people hates her, but she gets paid for being who she is, and now she runs the world like on a fucking golden plane. Like, that is literally speaking within the characters of the music. The animation was fucking amazing. Like, Soda Pop was fucking energized.
Fucking that starts playing, and I think what got me with that scene is the 3 old ladies with it.
Yes,
just like Soda Pop, and just like, oh yeah,
do a little shiver. You get a little shiver. Oh my god! And I love how those 3 old ladies are throughout the whole film. By the end, they're also at the concert, like
Oh my god, yes,
it's adorable. Well, one of my I don't know if you have any of your like 3 favorite songs. But for me, like, I would say, if I go to my YouTube music real quick, just to see the album, but from the top of my head, K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack, come on, load. My favorite 3 songs, I have to say right now, it is Golden, Your Idol, and What It Sounds Like. Those are my top 3 favorite songs. Golden, just because it has a great melody, great message. The lyrics are amazing, and it's literally an upbeat music where it's like it's telling you to continue looking forward. Things are gonna look bright, and don't hide yourself and become who you are. It's such a beautiful song. Like, become the best, the most shiniest version of yourself. Your Idol, that song, Your Idol, is literally, read the lyrics. I tell anybody, read the lyrics of Your Idol, because it's literally talking about the fan base of how they idolize K-pop musicians, anybody of J-pop, any rappers, anybody in that realm, of how much they are idolized, and it's such a great way that's told. With that song, Your Idol, the beat is amazing. The beat is amazing. The rap from one of the BTS artists, I forgot which one he is, but the rap from him is amazing. I love how our girl Mira, the one right here behind me on the left, with she always has the kunai knives. We heard that she's also from America, so that's why she has a different rap, where her rap style is more straight and also kind of arithmetic. So I love how it's very different in the styles of music in that. Like those little things just makes it better when it comes to the music, and it just shows her best friend that our girl Rumi. I love how her as the main character, the main lead, that she didn't have a lot for herself, but her aunt didn't even like her because she was half demon. And she's like, yo, hide yourself. I don't even want to be with you, but don't even tell your friends. Not knowing that her friends would accept her. Not knowing that, not to even try. To be like, yo, my friends might accept me for who I am, but you wouldn't able to know that.
Yeah, like, and that's what I really like about the story too. Like, it's a good way to it's a good story to tell, where it's like, okay, you learn to accept others for who and what they are, even if it's something that you're kind of against, because it's something where if you actually like know the person, you talk to the person, you understand the person, maybe you can learn how to truly live with the person. And that's really done well when they're trying to make that song for that competition.
Oh my god, Takedown.
Because they start doing they start doing like that Takedown song. That might be one of my favorite songs in it, though, just because of the scene that they do it on, like on top of the train and all that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like
that was a good one, because like
good.
And I love how the darkness of those demons was kind of expressing, like trying to eat them up, like the darkness was overcoming them, because they even got scared, like, oh my god, the hole's getting bigger, we're gonna be overrun by them. And it's true. And then her like, hey, you're either against us or with us, but then it's all about perspective, because she's like, I'm with you, I just don't agree with the method. We're talking about hatred, we can't go there, we gotta be about the opposite. And I just love how my favorite song, what it sounds like, because that one was like the harmony of like, hey, we made our mistakes. I was afraid that I couldn't be alone and I couldn't have you guys beside me, but I was wrong. You guys are what I need, and to be beside me, I could feel free. I could feel whole. And that just song was amazing. Like I don't know what type of sequels, what type of spinoffs we could have, but I'm here to see the more of the adventure. I love how for anybody that will understand this reference, I love how on my timeline it says, you know what we realized? Our Hanman has been broken since 2015 to now. And I love how in the comment section they say, yeah, you're right, because when Gangnam Style came out, our Hanman was all clear around the world. Our main guy Sai, he literally has been literally everywhere singing that song. Now he's gone, and I'm like, I saw a thread like, once we needed him, he vanished. Sai, our avatar of the Hanman. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
But it works though. The comedy works though for it. It's like, yeah, Sai was literally around the world singing Gangnam Style and his other songs. Because yes, chat, he has other songs than Gangnam Style, and they're also good. So I'm just saying. And the comedy of saying that our Hanman's not working because that's why our world's fuck up right now. And I'm like, you know what? I will let that be. I see the vision.
For some reason now, I don't know what year it came out, and I don't know if it's K-pop or J-pop or whatever. Do you remember a song? It was a little ditty known as PPAP, like it's the I have a pen, I have an apple, apple pen.
Oh, PPAP, pen, pineapple, pen,
pineapple, apple pen, PPAP.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna see.
He tried to fix the Hanmoon or Hanmoon. Yeah. He tried, but unfortunately we needed 3 K-pop stars to help us.
2016. Pineapple Pen came out in 2016.
He tried.
I don't think this song it became a visual viral sensation after Justin Bieber tweeted about it in September 2016. Oh, okay. I honestly don't remember. I don't think I've heard the song.
So it's Justin Bieber's fault.
Yeah,
Why is
supposedly
it always Justin Bieber's fault?
supposedly that's what the Google AI overview is telling me right here. Yeah, supposedly that's what's telling me about that. So who knows? But any last thoughts for us to talk about K-pop Demon Hunters? Anything that was there anything that you dislike? Anything that you wasn't crazy about, or something you wanted more about? Because my thing that I wanted more about is the fucking tiger. The tiger was fucking hilarious. The eyes and the pigeon just having the hat. And I love how Jinwoo said, yeah, the hat was actually supposed to be for the tiger, but the pigeon took the hat. So, they're just hanging out now. And I love how the tiger has those eyes, and the eyes don't blink. It just looks. It just looks. And it looks like the garbage can. He tries to pick up the garbage can. He tries to pick up the pot of the
he's so
of the plant.
With it.
He's like,
he's like,
and then when Rory
obsessed with it,
and then when Rory tries to fix it, he tries to walk again, and they trips it, and they just looks at it.
It's like, oh damn! Like I love the moment where like he's trying to leave her room, and then the bin just falls, and like he just stops midway. He's just like.
And then I love how Zoe comes into her room right after, like, hey, I heard you talking to somebody and everything. And I love how Zoe did not look at Rumi standing on the way outside. It was a beanbag chair. Like, Zoe, you didn't notice a whole blue type of spatial portal under that beanbag chair?
It's fine. No. It's fine. Yeah, I can't really think of anything I guess the only other thing that I guess I could have used more of would have been like the main demon guy, because like he just kind of was there until he was summoned into the world and all that, because like the main antagonists kind of are the boy band.
Well, the boy band was the boy band was assisting the big fire guy of the demon.
Yeah.
So but he came out because they already collected human souls. Yeah. Over the past couple of days. My question is that they never clarified that once the humans disappear and got their soul eaten and became food for the fire guy, once he got destroyed or once the Hunman got close, does the humans go back into the earth, or do they still just stay eaten and dead? That's the only thing that I really wonder, because that was never really answered.
Huh. Well,
exactly. You see? That's the one thing I'm like. I'm like the whole train got eaten. A few people got eaten or lost souls in the bathhouse. Do they go back, or do they just stay eaten in the fire of the demon world?
Good question. Maybe that's the sequel. We have to get all the human souls back. There you go. There's your sequel. Or there's your series.
Exactly.
You could just make a little TV series. You get each person's little soul back. Maybe some souls shouldn't be coming back. Maybe it's souls that were like of bad people. And it's just like, oh, do we have to bring them back? And then there's a song about like joy and wonder and awfulness. I don't know why awfulness, but hey, you know what? This movie was just very expressive. I really liked the expressions we had from everybody.
Yeah.
Because, like, it showed that not only are they serious when they need to be, but they're just fun girls. They're just fun, like, especially at the beginning when they have like 3 minutes to get to the show. Somebody timed it too. And it is 3 minutes.
Oh yeah,
in the movie.
Well, it's like, because it's a 3-minute song, so it's literally once they're done the song, like the most cute is during the beginning of that song. But I love how they were in mid fight and everything, and I love how they say, "Those are demons, right?" And I love how the person approaching like, "You're a demon, right?" No. I'm like, "Ma'am, you are literally pouring coffee to a plant. The person in the back is just smacking utensils to the cart. We know y'all demons."
Yeah.
And then they say, "Come on, guys, let's just get it over with." The lines, like the way the movie started, it's just pure wholesomeness of comedy, where it's literally the plane got cut in half, and always see was always say, "Well, this plane is fuck. We gotta leave now." And then they jump out of the plane without no parachute and just grab the demons. And while one of them is doing the makeup, one is blow drying her hair, and the other one is like just smacking him on the head. I'm like, yeah, regular normal shit.
Yep. Yep, normal K-pop shit. So I do recommend this movie.
I do.
It is really
100%.
good. I know we didn't get too in depth with it, but like it is a high recommendation if you just want a good time. You know,
Yes,
plus
agreed.
a really good soundtrack too. So definitely recommend both of those.
I agree with that. Because chat, that's why I didn't mention any spoilers because we didn't really want to dive too much into. We want to, just give you a good recommendation of like, hey, you should go check out that film. The film is purely entertaining. There's nothing wrong with this film. This film is purely fun to know what it's about. On that, and the one thing I would say, this film, honestly, I think I gave it on my letterbox because those are down below our any list and letterbox. They're down below in the description. So you guys want to follow us on our any list to find our anime and manga or our reviews for
Whenever I
letterbox.
update it.
Yeah. Well, me and Nick, we review our letterbox and we do use our anime manga. So go check that out. Whawkins is there. The link is there, but he doesn't always use it. But still, follow him if you want to just check it out. But I definitely give this film a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm going to my profile right now on Twitter because I do a media thread for things that I consume throughout the year, and I'm scrolling. Oh my god, yes. There's Magic Lumiere. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5, but again, that's mainly because like the movie was really good. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, it's not really my demographic, so I'm not into it as much as other people, but it's still a really good movie. You know, I would watch it again. That's basically what the 3 realm is for me. I would definitely watch it again.
Same. I watched it with wifey already 2 times with her. Watch it with Neko 1 time, so 3 times in total. Music on a non-stop repeat, and I give this film a 4.5 out of 5 and a 9 out of 10. Yeah. It was really good, entertaining. I was not the target audience, but Neko recommended to me and wifey. We watched it and we fell in love with it. And honestly, if I was sad in the day, if I was depressed or just I need to pick me up, this would be a movie I would already put in the back and be like, make me happy.
Oh yeah. Make me happy now. Do it, K-pop ladies.
No, trust me, that will. Once I start the movie, like, all right, cool, let's just start dancing. Like, also, the joke about eating ramen, putting hot water, and literally say 3 minutes, I felt that. That is real. Give it 3 minutes so you can let her stir.
Good movie.
Other than that, I think we're good about this movie. We spoke long enough about the movie itself, where it could go, and how much we enjoyed it. If you guys want to hear a full review, a full breakdown, maybe we might do one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, the discussion, the little mini 20-minute review that we did about the movie itself and the entertainment aspect. We do recommend it if you like music, if you like musicals, like The Greatest Showman or Hamilton and others. This is something we recommend if you like K-pop, if you like beautiful animation. At least Sony, hey, they were busy doing this one, then not doing Spiderverse. I'm glad they at least gave us something in the middle of it because hey, the Sony animation team was busy. And congrats to this movie to do so well. If you have already seen it, let us know in your comment section down below for K-pop Demon Hunters. We would love to know your thoughts about it and to know if you've been enjoying it. What's just your favorite song? Let us know, because Whawkins, did you give your favorite song? I don't recall. Like, you have a favorite 2 or top 3?
One I think I'll shout out. I really like the duet with Rumi and Jin.
Yeah, that one was good.
I thought that was a really good one because I mean the ones you've already mentioned are the top tier ones, but I do want to shout out the duet because I thought that was really good, and of course
that one was free and that one was really good.
Soda pop. I can't. It was. Oh my god.
No. Oh, last statement. The eyes of the popcorn. It was hilarious.
Oh my god. She started eating.
Yeah, eating the popcorn. Like yes, full popcorn. She's like, oh my god. And at the end of the fight, Zoe said, "No more abs!" Ah! And just sliced it like, "No more abs!" And I love how. And then I love how Mira was like, "You're my type, but I gotta kill you," and just slice him.
Yep. Oh my god.
So chat.
Funny movie.
If you have a type, don't kill them. Just kill them with love and kindness.
especially if they have abs.
Especially if they have abs. But that is our section for Weebs Lounge and a quick mini review of, K-pop Demon Hunter. So if you guys been enjoying this, welcome to our last segment of the show, which is Otaku Big News Buzz Central, the pulse of our Anime Lady podcast. Get ready to dive into the latest buzz, hottest news, and our straight up opinions on everything entertainment. The first thing is gaming news. Whawkins, walk us through it.
Oh, I will walk us through it. So first and foremost, apparently, an untitled Donkey Kong project motion picture has been registered by Universal Pictures under U.S. copyrights, which means we're going to be getting a Donkey Kong movie soon. How you feeling about this? Especially after we just got Donkey Kong Bonanza. I know neither of us have played the game, but judging just from the reception that the game is getting and kind of how hyped some people have been getting about the possibility of a Donkey Kong movie, and just after the success of the Mario Brothers movie too, how you feeling about this Donkey Kong movie?
It makes sense, honestly. It's literally a smart logistic move. I think I've said it since 2018. We're gonna get the Smash Bros initiative. That's dead as I've been saying this since 2018, since I started doing the Anime podcast, since I started doing a podcast content. I've already been saying this since phase 1 of the podcast, or phase 3, like where we are now. This is gonna happen eventually, like literally. Smash Bros initiative. We're not gonna get our version of Samuel Jackson coming to Tony Stark and be like, Mario, we need some Smash Bros initiative. We need to handle Pikachu, and we need to handle Donkey Kong and Bowser. No, like honestly, this is bound to happen. Donkey Kong has literally been a stepping stone for the Nintendo franchise since the dawn of time, back 30 years ago, with the Donkey Kong capturing Rosalina, right? Rosalina with Mario, right? No, Paulina.
Oh yeah, Paulina, yeah.
Paulina and everything, and also having Donkey Kong on the 64. That's the one I grew up with, playing Donkey Kong 64 and playing it with the games, and with the trees, the palm trees, and all those things. It makes sense. Donkey Kong getting its own movie has succeeded very well in the Mario movie, and also how his new design changed as well. They're doing a lot of things with Donkey Kong, so it's definitely gonna work.
Yep, but hopefully that theory can stay caged, because unlike Donkey Kong, there's one movie that's gonna be uncaged with all its fury: Mortal Kombat 2, starring Karl Urban as Johnny Cage. We got a first teaser for this movie. This looks like a lot of fun. I don't care. I'm gonna go see it probably. I didn't see the first Mortal Kombat movie. I heard not good things about it, but also the fact that I actually have the teaser on right now, and this just looks stupid, and it's kind of my kind of stupid, where it's like, oh, I can just have some libations, if you will, and enjoy myself at the movie theater with some popcorn or something. Like, this is just one of those movies I'm just like, all right, yeah, just give me all the nonsense, just give me all of this, like the freaking bazooka. He leaps over a bazooka. Cool hand Cage, hard to cage. It's like, oh, they fucked with his sunglasses. It's like, oh, that's the kind of movie we're getting. All right, cool. I'm sold.
No. What you said, I support 100%. What I love is that we got the 2000 voiceover of the narration, and we barely hear him now. So he's like, literally, I'm hearing it. Fuck with his shades. And what was the next line? You should have brought more guys. It's like, yo, Mortal Kombat,
so cheesy,
bro. We literally have the movie sucks, but yo, we literally have a guy literally say Mortal Kombat from the 90s, and we literally as fucking young adults, people in the mid-30s, literally saying that anytime. I just got goosebumps for just from come on, camera. Just from saying that line, like Mortal Kombat, and we literally have Scorpion from the back and literally say, "Finish it!" Like, bro, Mortal Kombat has famous lines. We have Johnny Cage, who's literally from Hollywood and acts cocky as hell. That literally is him, and literally him doing this action scene. It's just wholesome.
Oh yeah. Nah, again, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be dumb, but I just hope it's dumb fun. You know, like yeah, be dumb, be fun, but just be fun with it.
Which,
You know,
by the way, it's just crazy how they edit that. The bazooka went under his legs, but somehow the bazooka went up and hit a helicopter. But then when you transition back, we have the bazooka hitting the car. So I'm like, they definitely didn't edit it because there's no way one bazooka hit the car and then another bazooka hit us. A whole helicopter. They definitely edited that on purpose because I was confused and I'm like, that's two different bazookas. What the fuck?
unless there's two bazookas.
Yes.
You know,
but this was a good trailer.
Kind of dumb logic.
I do say go check out the first Mortal Kombat. They're good. I don't expect. Look, chat. If you want a good Mortal Kombat, go to a big studio and say, yo, we need an animated Mortal Kombat. We will kick that shit out of fire. We will have that shit like Smash Bros. Success. But they want to use it as live action because of whatever reason. And then I don't expect anything crazy because you cannot do much with the visual effects and the actors with many of the characters that we have from Mortal Kombat. Like, have you seen some of the characters? We have literally called a guy called Raiden, who's literally the god of thunder. The fuck do you expect him not to do? You can't be cheap on his visual effects. He's literally called God of Thunder and literally is with a whole... He has a hat that he uses as a weapon that will literally slice you.
Well, that's the thing. When you think of Mortal Kombat, you think of those fatalities.
Yes.
How do those fatalities go? How are you going to do those fatalities? Well, you kind of got to be gory with them. You kind of got to be a little animated with them.
And they won't do that. They will shy away from
try.
They will try and execute it. It just won't be executed well.
Exactly. So, but that's the thing. If it's not executed well, but it's done in that like campy way, I'm all for it. Like, again, if you're having fun with it, and I can tell you're having fun with it, rather than like being, I don't know, MCU garbage that sometimes comes out, like where people are just like, yeah, we're pushing this out because MCU and all that. Nah, don't give me that. Give me the fun stuff. Give me that, like, I mean, this goes on a whole other level, but give me that Cocaine Bear kind of stuff. Like, give me that kind of hilarity and fun in a movie theater. So, but moving on from the movie theater to a little bit of a smaller screen, depending where you watch Netflix and all that. Netflix, actually, we're talking about, I know this is the gaming section, but a lot of it
involves from gaming adaptation. Yeah,
exactly. But Netflix actually greenlights the Assassin's Creed live action series. So I have this article from Ubisoft up. I'm not going to read it all for you guys, but I at least want to read just a little bit of it, mainly this first paragraph. So Netflix has officially greenlit the live action Assassin's Creed series with Emmy nominees Roberto Patino, who worked on DMZ, Westworld, and Sons of Anarchy, and David Weiner, who worked on Halo, Homecoming, and The Killing. So they're set as the creators, showrunners, and executive producers. The Assassin's Creed live-action series is a high-octane thriller centered on the secret war between two shadowy factions, one set on determining mankind's future through control and manipulation, the other fighting to preserve free will. The series follows characters across pivotal historical events as they battle to shape humanity's destiny. So already looking at, the two main people who are going to be working on this series. I never really watched Sons of Anarchy. I've heard really good things about it.
Good things. I just think the last season was a bit off, or maybe I think that's another show. But I know Sons of Anarchy is one of the shows that I heard great things of it.
Yeah, and I mean, the Halo series is kind of infamous for. How do I put this rightfully and correctly?
Changing the adaptation to however they want to in a live action way.
Yeah, fucking it up. There you go. Good job. So
Master Chief is not supposed to take off his fucking mask. Just because you cast somebody, Master Chief, in those all fucking 20 years of Halo, he does not know to take off his mask, and we're not supposed to see his face.
Yeah, Mandalorian. Oh wait, we're talking about Halo. Never mind.
I
had to throw shade. I had to throw some shade there. Not that does have me a little worried about it because like there was a live action movie that came out which
That was
okay.
That was with Michael Fassbender, which I didn't even see because
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was going to be bad, and it wasn't a good reputation.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good reputation.
No, I mean it was fine in some parts, but like, yeah, you didn't need it. Or as Crash would probably say, it's trash. 6 out of 10.
Yeah. 6 out of 10 definitely is mid. It's mid. If it's trash, I would say 3 out of 10. That's a 3 out of 10 is trash. But 6, the correct score is yes. When it comes to this, look, Netflix greenlit Assassin's Creed live action series. When it comes to the point of this, good, greenlit, and it should be a series. Yes, that's all I got. Movie, if it was movie adaptation, I'll be like, no, do not. You guys already failed the first time. But if it's a series, when it comes to Netflix likes to put the money where the mouth is. They already have done One Piece. They have done The Witcher. They've done other good adaptation when it comes to series. So I feel like when there's Netflix and there's good people behind it, it depends. Westworld, amazing. When there's Sons of Anarchy, amazing. DMZ, I don't know which series does that stand for. But when it comes to the other person attached to it, David Weiner, Halo, Homecoming, and The Killing, I'm unaware of those projects. But hopefully they're a good duo that could be working as creators. Hopefully they're good showrunners and good executive producer that could work together to make this project very well. That's all I got for the high hopes.
Yeah, pretty much. Just be good. If you're gonna make changes, have them just be based in logic.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say. But from one live action adaptation to another, because Miyamoto hit the Twitter machine on the official Nintendo account and says that he is pleased to announce that for the live action film of The Legend of Zelda will be played by Bo Bragason-san and Link by Benjamin Evan Ainsworth-san. I am very much looking forward to seeing both of them on the big screen. So we've got our live action Link, got our live action Zelda. I know they've been in some things. I'm sure you might know more about what they've been in.
Oh no,
but
they're
just aesthetic.
They're new cast.
Mm-hmm.
They're new kid actors. Like they're like new, fresh off the boat. Not like
Yeah.
They don't have no type of credit. They have very few. But I'm happy with this. These choices of like look wise, looks good.
Aesthetically they look fine. Like this looks like a good young Link. Looks like a good Zelda and all that. Like I'm satisfied just on the aesthetics. I don't know much of their work. Like you said, I saw that they did like a couple things.
Yeah,
but
very small
nothing
things.
too noteworthy.
Quick reveal, chat. Yeah, I want to note that as a kid, I used to think Zelda and Link were the same person.
Of course you did. Don't worry. That a lot of people probably thought that.
Yeah,
that didn't play the games.
Yeah,
but it's fine.
I did play the games. I just thought they were the same person until like throughout the years. I'm like, oh, why did I always think that? But somehow I did.
That was more than what I did. Because thank you YouTube videos for playing through it.
And giving the
until Breath of the Wild came out. So
yes, still need to play that game whenever the time comes.
Yeah, you gotta put some time into that one. But I mean, again, aesthetically, I think they look good.
That's actually a lot of Nintendo projects actually happy. We have the Legend of Zelda, Mario, the other animation project in the works that we still don't have full details of. We have the Donkey Kong project. Like that's actually a couple projects of the Nintendo franchise actually being the works.
Yeah. No, Nintendo's hitting the movie and TV show line, and all right, cool. Just again, be good. You had a good start with the Mario movie.
Yo, where's my next Detective Pikachu, man? That's the one thing I also enjoyed.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Ryan Reynolds,
that's where it is.
How about you make the schedule open?
Yeah, and cast me as a Snorlax. Thank you, bye. But I'm glad you brought up Pokemon, though. Because that brings us our last little bit of gaming news. Because as of recording this on the day, Pokemon had a presents. Now, a lot of people, I didn't watch the full thing, but I did see some of the highlights and some of the news that came out from it. Didn't really seem like they needed a 24-minute direct for it, but that's neither here nor there because, hey, it's Pokemon Company. They're going to do whatever they want and all that. So let's kind of just go through really quick what's going on. So Pokemon World Championships 2025 is coming. They're going to be coming to Anaheim, California in just a couple weeks, and participants in the many competitions will receive an exclusive promo card. So that's cool. That's neat. For those attending the championships, they'll get exclusive merch, tons of battle and games across Unite, Scarlet and Violet, Go, all that stuff. So Pokemon Championships are usually a fun time, especially like if you follow the YouTube videos and all that. It's really fun.
Yeah, they're fun to watch.
Pokemon,
They're great competition. I do suggest anybody. If you ever want to put something in the back while you're cleaning and everything, just watch the champions. They're like, even if you don't understand too much, you will see that they're fucking competing. Like, I don't understand the whole stats, the speed, who goes first or nothing. I just play Pokemon for the fun. I'm one of those people that you call casual players. A big shout out to Majin, Perm, and a few other friends in our Discord community and everything, where Pokemon is actually taken more serious, and they know about the stats, they know about the speed, they know about the trying to make a baby in the new Pokemon, how to make them be born, and etc. The cross evolution, all those shit. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna just keep it simple, y'all.
Yep, it's all because of our Lord and Savior Helix. But keeping up with Pokemon now, a couple shows coming out here with Pokemon Concierge is returning to Netflix on September 4th. So if you guys watch that short animated series, it's stop motion, I think, too.
Yes, which is very adorable, honestly. Like it honestly works. It honestly works for Pokemon.
Yeah, you watched a little bit of it, didn't you?
Yeah, slightly. Yeah. I haven't said I've kept up with it, but it's very cute. Like,
yeah,
I'm not familiar with stop motion too well. I am aware of it. I just don't know the full details behind it. So, but looks and design, cool. I just haven't been in. I haven't been in the Pokemon bag to really fully appreciate what we're getting. So that's my honest take.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, look, I'm just looking at the little promo picture here. I see my boy Celio, so I'm happy. I'm good with that. But it turns out, if you do follow the series, looks like there's a bit of drama coming into Haru's life. I'm assuming that's the girl on the front there. So get ready for some drama from her. But continue.
And it's her ex, too. It's her ex.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, right here it says, well, Haru re-encounters someone who seems to be her ex. So we're having adult drama, which is insane in Pokemon. Which is insane because we don't usually get that. So having adult drama is okay, interesting.
Well, this looks like the perfect show for the fall, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Ready for cuddle season.
Definitely does not say that in the little promo there. But hey, that's besides the point because we got another show that's coming in 2027 called The Misadventures of Sirfetch'd and Pichu. So this was something that was teased late last year. It's another stop motion show from a British studio known as Aardman Animations, and they showed off a brief teaser for this collaboration that they're doing with the Pokemon Company. Actually, you know what? I didn't really see this going around, so hold on. Let me just put this on really quick.
It's a short kind of 40 seconds. It's just a short 40 seconds of the sheep.
Wooloo
yeah,
eating.
thank you. I was about to call it sheep, but yeah, the Wooloo literally eating, and we have Starfetch and just Pichu walking around.
What are they doing? This is adorable. Wait a minute. Hold on. This is adorable. They burnt in that. Oh my God, Pichu, what are you doing? Surfetch, you're all muddy. This is a live reaction for all you fun people out there. Okay, this looks adorable. That looks really adorable. I might watch a little bit of that. We'll see when it comes. But yeah, it looks fun. Next on our list, though, Poke Park Kanto is coming up. So this is an amusement park in Yomiuri Land. I probably pronounced that wrong, so apologies everybody out there. But this amusement park will be welcoming Poke Park Kanto, the first ever permanent Pokemon attraction in 2026. We got a sneak peek of it during today's Presents showcase with a map, some statues, and a general layout. And tickets are going to be going on sale later this year. So I'm looking at this map. I see like a couple carousels going. I see what looks like a... Oh, is that a battle arena?
Yeah, it looks like a battle arena in the middle, right? That little white spot. It looks like a battle arena.
Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming that one's a food court with some shops and all that. Maybe like a safari zone?
Look. All
right, yeah.
I'm just glad.
I want to go.
You know what? You know what's funny? I'm just glad. Exactly. I wish. Oh, bro. If by the time we could literally grow up and be sponsored by them, it would be to die for. When it comes to, I'm happy that I'm growing up in this day and age. You know, even with the economy and the finance of life being fucking, you know, in always possible. I love how when it comes to Pokemon, like imagine if we were born later, or imagine we were born earlier, we would not be able to experience Poke Park. We not experience the Star Wars amusement park. We're not able to experience where Tokyo in Japan you have all the Universal parks of Nintendo World and a few others, or in California they have the new Nintendo World there as well. So all these little experience of things that we're able to do now. The only thing that sucks is how expensive it is because of the economy. But if we work hard enough, we could get their sponsorship. So you never know.
Exactly. You never know, especially if you believe in yourself.
But the question is, who still plays Pokemon Go?
I mean, I turn it on every now and then, but not really. So, I mean, if you still play Pokemon Go, they're doing a max finale fest for Pokemon Go Fest. There's a promo code you could use to get a special Gigantamax friend ahead of everything. Just use Go Fest Max to get your free Gigantamax Pokedemands. So have fun with that if you still play Pokemon Go. Pokemon Masters EX gets a new character in Carmine with Sinistcha. I probably mispronounced that Pokemon's name too, because anything in Gen 9 is just goes over my head when it comes to some of their names. So hey, if you want Carmine in your game, cool, neat. If you play the mobile games, more power to you. Especially with Pokemon Cafe Remix, more things coming up with that. Looks like a Lapras is getting involved in this, and it's pirate themed. Yes. Isn't that great? They could go search for the One Piece now.
Yeah, we have a Cafe Remix. Pokemon could do fucking anything. People would love it. We have a thing called Pokemon Sleep. Like literally, currently celebrating its second birthday. Pokemon Sleep is introduced to the legendary dog trio of Entei, Raikou, and Tsukino to game this September. And following that, a brand new air is available for you to take some sun-baked naps and catch them all. Like, it's literally just them sleeping and just catching them.
I mean, look at that Trapinch. It's so adorable on the little screen. Let's look at it. He's so peaceful. He kind of reminds me of Sydney, except he's not a dog.
Yeah, instead of this... What's that animal? I don't know. What are they supposed to reference?
He is a Trapinch that turns into a dragon.
Yes. Which is Flygon, one of my favorite dragon types.
Good shout with Flygon. But for all those Flygons, for all those people that love to fly in the face of fear, we got Pokemon Unite coming out with another update. So this is following on from the Latios debut. Latios will be arriving in Pokemon Unite. Exactly. I wish he was here because he loves Pokemon Unite, doesn't he?
He will stress about it. He will come and complain. He will come and be like, yo, I'm gonna fight you guys for Latios and everything. I'm like, bro, this man be on the Twitter and be coming at them, and it'll be amazing. But hey, if anybody didn't know, Lugia, Latios, and Latios are my favorite, like one of my favorite legendaries, and also Rayquaza too. But like, just Latios are the most adorable. I believe Ash had one of them as a Pokemon, right?
Well, he actually, I'm pretty sure he kissed one in a movie.
Yes, he did.
Like a girl.
Yes.
So there's that.
Yeah.
There's that little chestnut. But yeah, celebrating their 4th anniversary. Cool, neat, awesome. Maybe I'll play it. who knows? We'll get into that. But the Pokemon trading card game they're continuing their strong effort to just get kids to collect all of the Pokemon cards.
They're gotcha.
Yeah, the kids first gotcha games, if you know, but it looks like they are coming out with a brand new expansion which features the return of Mega Evolutions. Why are Mega Evolutions returning? Well, that's because there's a new game coming back out that will have Mega Evolutions in it. So no new announcements for Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, which is surprising, but that has updates anyways, so just be on the lookout for those updates. Pokemon Friends, this is a new puzzle game because don't you want as a kid to play a puzzle game based on Pokemon? I know as a kid I definitely wanted to play Pokemon puzzle games. I didn't want to play Pokemon puzzle games.
No,
I was not a Pokemon puzzle game kid.
Nah, I didn't really care for that. I was more like, if I was gonna do puzzles, I will either do crossword puzzles, Sudoku, I'll do dominoes, like any of those other type of games.
Yeah. But now, 3 final ones before we move on to the rest of the new stuff and all that. This is like the big, more meat and potatoes of everything. Yeah. So, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet getting another update, surprising no one, where they're finally letting like this legendary group of Pokemon, they're finally releasing their shiny forms because they've been shiny locked ever since the games came out, which is crazy. That's insane that you would shiny lock your own legendaries in your own game for so long. But here's the kicker with this. So it's like, I forgot what they're called, because again, Gen 9 just kind of went over my head a lot of the times, but it's basically the 4 legendaries that you get when you're traveling the country and all that, and getting rid of these stakes in the ground and all that. So like Wu Chain, Chain Pao, Ting Lu, and Chi Yu, these legendary Pokemon will be featured as shiny variants as raid battles. And the kicker is, yeah, you can get these shiny Pokemon. However, they need to have been beaten 1,000,000 times in these raid battles. So yeah, get onto Scarlet and Violet so that way you could be one of the 1,000,000 people that beat it. I'm not going to worry about it because once it's like, hey, they've been beaten 1,000,000 times, everybody can get it now. Like it's literally like, I think it was the Zeraora event that they did back for Gen 8, where it's like, oh yeah, raid battle.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like once we get a certain number of people that have beaten these raids, it's just available for everybody in like a mystery gift form and all that. So cool that we're finally getting these unlocked shinies for, oh god, how old is Scarlet and Violet? That's like 3 years old now.
I think it came out 2023, I believe. 2023.
2023, 2022. I don't remember.
Pokemon.
I honestly don't remember.
Scarlet and Violet release. It was, oh, you was right. November 18, 2022.
Mm-hmm. I remember because I was still living in an apartment then. But yeah, so cool. You're finally letting your shiny legendaries out of jail. Thanks, Pokemon Company. Pokemon Champions. So this is a game coming out where this is basically where like the video game battle scene is going to be transitioning to in like a mobile sense.
Yeah.
And so this is actually going to be coming out in 2026. Cool. Great. Awesome. There are rumors coming out that and I just saw this like over Twitter with like some leakers or whatever. I'm just like, take this with a grain of salt. Apparently you will have to pay for the game, which kind of sucks at first, but I mean, if it's $10, it's $10, whatever, as long as it's not anything more than that. But the cool thing is you can actually get Pokemon in that game, but the only way you can get it is if you have these victory points, and these victory points are built through battles within the system. So the more you battle, the more you play, the more you get these victory points. So it's a very much like a gotcha game in a way, except, hey, this is probably where Pokemon's going to be leaning towards when it comes to competitive battling. So if you're into competitive battling, here you go right here. It doesn't seem like too much information came out for it other than what I just said. It just, again, it's more battle focused. You can still link up with Pokemon Home, so you can bring your competitive teams onto the game. And again, this is probably where like the video game battle scene is going to be going towards, the competitive battle scene, if you will. Because the cool thing about it too, if I remember correctly, is you could use any of the gimmicks from any of the games. So it's like you could use Gigantamax, you could use Z moves, Mega Forms, the dumbass hats from Gen 9 and all that. Like, it looks like it's going to be a fun kind of sandboxy kind of thing to like really get into a good competitive nature with it. So I'll probably get it just for the fun of it and just to see what I could do with it. But again, I'm not the biggest online player when it comes to all that.
Same. I just enjoy Pokemon for the fun. If my friends say, hey, let's have battle, sure. But if you tell me to like do competition or something like that, I'm like, don't count me in. I will watch. I will go and support you. If you're gonna go to the event yourself and you're gonna compete, I will support you. I'll bring you your water. I'll bring your towel, whatever it is. I will be there as a support. But expecting me to join, fuck no.
Like, yeah, if I join, I ain't gonna be competitive with it. I'm gonna use my favorites. I'm gonna use my Dragonite. I'm gonna use my my Lucario, but my special Pachirisu with up special defense. No, what? No, Nani? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna train a Pachirisu like that.
Yeah, that's doing a bit too much. I'm not. That's
exactly.
What else we got left? The last thing that people have been complaining about on the timeline about a certain dragon type.
Yeah, I mentioned Dragonite. He's my boy. He's one of my boys. He finally gets a mega
Charizard's
form.
better.
He finally gets a mega form for Pokemon Legends ZA because we get another little trailer for it, which shows off a couple new characters, some more customization for your character and all that. And of course, the mega form of Dragonite gets revealed. And okay, so the timeline hates this. There's some people that do like the form. I'm mixed with it because I look at it and I'm like, all right, you know what? I see a vision here, like with the wings, especially the wings like on the head, the horn on the forehead, how the tail is big and how it has like the little ball on the back. Like I can see
exactly. I see the vision. I agree.
But there's a part of me that just feels like it's so lazy compared to the other mega forms.
We said it ourselves is that they could have made this so good if they would have just brought the wings instead of in the back of the head. Just replace the two wings that you have still small, and that's it. You could replace those wings onto the ones that he has small, and it would have not taken away of still being Dragonite. It's a mega evolution. It's not permanent evolution. It's just a mega evolution. He turns for the form, then goes back to his regular form. It would have not changed much. But I agree with Vision. I agree with it. That this was an homage to the version of Dragonite with the tail and everything, the little small things, but the wings on the head reminds me of horns of a moose.
It kind of does. Oh my gosh! Or like Dumbo. He's basically Dumbo here. Yeah. Where his ears are wings.
Exactly.
But again, like I mean, I look at him just like I see a vision. It's just like that's the thing, like because we have Mega Charizard Y, which is also like it's also not that innovative. It's really just a sleeker looking Charizard.
But X is amazing.
X is I love X. Like it even has a freaking type change. Yeah, adding Dragon to it. Like my god,
that's actually supposed to be a Dragon type. Like Charizard, in my head, I'm sorry, chat. Charizard will always be a dragon to me. I don't care what the fuck it tells me in the Pokédex. It's a flying type. I'm like, bitch, no, that's a dragon type.
Just like Gyarados, because it's technically a water flying type. It's like, nah, that motherfucker's a dragon. That bitch is a dragon.
Bro,
What are you talking about?
Bro, be flying in the game of Sun and Moon like it's nothing. Like, yeah, just I'm like,
It's
bitch.
like, yeah, look at me go. It's like, okay.
I'm
you can't
guessing
wear- I don't
you're a
think
dragon
anything
without
like that.
wings, sure, I guess. Or you're a snake, sure, one of those.
All of a sudden, it starts laughing. Ro, 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 ro. It's just like, wait, Nani? What are you doing over there?
Oh, you're a different type of dragon, I see.
Then it
but the
starts
game,
crying because it's drunk.
but the game comes out. I'm picturing Terry Nose being drunk now.
Oh,
Anybody, please watch
welcome.
One Piece. Odin, not Odin, Kaido, go.
Mhm.
If you understand the reference, I just told you. But Pokemon Legends EA still comes out on the Switch and Switch 2 on the 16th of October 2025.
Yep. I'm probably still gonna wait for it, mainly because I need a Switch 2, and I'd rather play it on the Switch 2. But
Yeah.
also B, like I said earlier, I have 2 other games I'm gonna be spending a lot of time on.
Yeah. I don't have
Yeah.
those games that you're in mind for, but I'm not gonna get ZA when I haven't even gotten Scarlet and Violet. I haven't even gotten Arceus, I believe it's called. I haven't even played that one.
Arceus,
Yeah,
yeah.
Arceus, haven't played that one. So it's like, what's the point to get ZA when I'm gonna jump to other Gen 8 and Gen 9 or Gen 8 and side story of Arceus? I'm like, fuck no, it's pointless.
Yeah. And I think that's my biggest gripe with it too, is at least with Arceus. And this was always my worry too when this game was first announced, because you're only in one city, you're only in one town, and I get it. You have different areas you can go to and explore and all that, but like it's all still like a city based. So it's like, yeah, this is like the desert part of the city. It's like, but it's still a city. Oh, this is the forest part
But
of the city.
But then you have the whole, like, you're in the desert, but then like if you look 2 blocks away, you have a whole white buildings behind you. I'm like,
yeah, and
there's
like,
still background of a city behind you.
yeah, like at least with Arceus, there was the snow area, there was the swamp area, there was the normal area, like different areas that you could go to that were way different, not only in their ecology, but like with the Pokemon that were there and all that. So like, it's just, I don't know, it doesn't inspire me to get it right away. So I am gonna wait. Probably post launch, maybe during the holidays I might get it. But again, I need to get a Switch 2 before even considering getting the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's all the gaming news, I guess. I guess the other thing too with like ZA, really quick before I forget, the other update that they showed is there are going to be like wild mega Pokemon around, which kind of act like, I guess they kind of act like the alpha Pokemon from Arceus, because like with Arceus you could find these big Pokemon that had like red eyes and all that, and they were known as alpha Pokemon. So like for example, like a Charizard, for example, I'll just say Charizard even though he's not in the game. It would be like an alpha Charizard where like he's a lot bigger, he's got red eyes, and he's a lot stronger. So it's like you would have to fight him and try to catch him, but you know he was kind of difficult to catch as well. So what ZA is doing is they're taking that concept, and instead of doing like the alpha Pokemon thing, it's like, oh, this Pokemon is a mega Pokemon without a trainer. So like you have to like fight it almost like a raid battle kind of thing. And I guess that's how you catch it too, through that. And you already have the Mega Stone for it. So yeah, go team. Awesome. Fantastic. So that's at least a cool little concept for it.
Quick side question then. For example, I still have my Pokemon from Omega Sapphire from the 3DS, but I have to transfer them on home. But I have the application because on 3DS you got to transfer to the bank, then from bank to the Switch home. But then I know that in home, would it still accept my Mega Evolution stones that I have for certain Pokemon in that game, or does it get confusing? Because earlier, a couple of years ago, it wasn't going to, because Mega Evolution wasn't a thing. But now that Mega Evolution is a thing again.
So it won't. So that's the thing with like home and all that. They don't transfer items with a Pokemon.
And that's what I'm scared for, because I don't want to lose my Mega things that are attached to, like, I have a couple of Pokemon that have Mega stuff.
Yeah, you'll be able to get the Mega Stones in this game.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Oh, then I'm not that stressed.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, no, they'll, because that's the thing. Like with modern Pokemon games, they do make it a lot easier. So, like for example, with Pokemon Arceus, there were items that you could use to like make Dialga and Palkia their like ancient forms. And so since you can't transfer items with you between games like through home and all that, in Scarlet and Violet they had a way where you could like buy them like in game, like using the Pokemon dollars that you get from like doing battles and all that. You can actually buy the item for that Pokemon. So it's like, oh, you just bought the item to make Dialga his ancient form. It's like, oh great, thank you for that. So you don't really get to lose too much of it. Okay. And plus, like, they're relatively easy to get to, so it's not like you're having to grind so much money to get these items.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that then.
Yeah. So
hey,
yeah,
but
you
chat,
should be good on that aspect.
This was our nice 20-minute conversation of of Pokemon. As you can see, chat, we love Pokemon, so we will have conversation about it. I know we don't talk about Pokemon that often because this is a conversational podcast. It's a bit of everything. So if you guys want us to have Pokemon conversation, maybe a tier list of which is the best starter of all Gen 9s, because that would be a dead ass a 2-hour podcast where we definitely need to invite also drop this box for us to be on it. And I know Jokester will be going crazy for some of the starters and tier lists and stuff. So I know it'd be a great discussion debate, for sure. Chaotic for sure, but fun nonetheless. But you know what? Let's switch to our only Weebs news that we have, which is going to be very short and simple. Demon Slayer movie, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Infinity Castle Part 1 already has been breaking records in Japan. And the movie don't come out yet for us in September. So it's already breaking records in the Japan box office. And guess what, Chad? If you don't remember this, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Mugen Train, did the same thing back in 2020. It literally helped the box office of Japan to succeed and not be bankrupt in Japan. That movie literally made money during a pandemic.
Yeah. So the fact that they're already breaking records over there from that, this movie's already going to be cooking just from that trailer we saw alone. This doesn't surprise me at all.
We need to be on libations that day for that movie, bro. I've seen a few clips and I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing?
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. There will be multiple viewings of this. One where it's like, all right, yeah, I just need to see this, and then another with libations, of course.
Exactly. But other than that, great for them. Not shocked that they're not doing this. This is well deserved for the movie. Again, I don't know how it works in Japan, but hopefully the the studio is getting paid well, and hopefully the author that's literally making this story, the script and everything, even though she's getting an adaptation, hopefully she gets a fraction too, because sometimes it gets complicated on how the distribution and the revenue is, because we know how it is in the US. It sucks as well, but hopefully Japan is slightly better. If not, it's probably worse, if you already know how the industry in Japan is. But got anything else to add, Whawkins?
No, just ready for the movie to come out. Don't spoil it, Japan.
Damn well they will. But when it comes to our last part of Otaku Big News But Central is the media news. This involves anything involving comic book, movie, pop culture, box office, any celebrities, any type of news in the media of TV and movies. So this is we're gonna kind of rapid fire a few of these because some of them is more highlight. There's a few things we can't really talk about and discuss. But one of the big ones is Stranger Things season 5 trailer came out. We also had the titles being released of each of the episodes. Quick announcement: if I haven't said it before, your boy here is watching season 1 in August. Season 2 in September, season 3 in October, and season 4 in November, and season 5 in December once it comes out. So it literally lined up perfectly. I can't wait to see Stranger Things. I was watching it with Drop This Box a couple years ago during the pandemic, but then life happened and never got back around to it. And I only saw season 1 like 3 episodes in, so it's just a good time to refresh that memory and get back into it. Stay tuned. Me and Whawkins will probably do a little weekly reviews, or if we want to, we'll just do a little separate video just to have a quick discussion, because he's gonna be rewatching it, right?
Yeah, I'll be rewatching it because I do want to have a good rewatch before the series finale in December. Which interesting release schedule for it, where it's like, okay, here's
Part
the first,
one
like,
and part two.
Yeah, part one, part two, and then the series finale on like New Year's Eve.
And don't forget, Wednesday comes out next month in 2 weeks for part one, and then part two in September.
Oh,
But look, can I say anything about this trailer? Nope, because I'm not gonna see it because it will spoil me. But Whawkins, did you say anything about this trailer?
yeah. I'm just hyped for it. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want to spoil. Mainly you, I don't want to spoil. But like, yeah, I'm really hyped for what they're leaning towards, what they're gonna be doing here, and hopefully it just ends well. Because I know a lot of people were mixed on season 4, which understandably so. Yeah, it was kind of mixed. But
I think that was because it was filmed during the pandemic. I believe.
Probably.
I believe it was filmed during everything, and maybe story wise, and also I think it's because it took long, so the casting and everything also probably got older, so there was complications for that too. Yeah. I heard.
Yeah, there was that too, because they definitely did get older between season 3 and 4, and timeline wise, like within the series, it's kind of jarring.
I'm just waiting to see one of the biggest shows in the past couple of years that has currently has that problem is Euphoria, because right now season 1 came out I believe in 2020 or 2019, and they still haven't shot season 2, and it's been like 5 years where the cast looks totally different. So I'm like, good luck to whoever's being the writer and director, because I know they have a fucking headache for this.
Well, the one dude ended up passing away too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Like,
so they have a lot of things going on.
I remember they have 2 seasons out, right? Of Euphoria.
While you talk about it, I'll fact check for you right now.
Yeah, I think it's 2 seasons if I remember, because I remember binging it during in 2021. It was like 2021, I think. Yeah, and especially how that season ended.
There was 2 seasons, okay. 2019, and then 2022 was. I'm sorry, season 1 was 2019, and season 2 was in 2022. So it's been 3 years since it's been released.
Yeah, and the one dude ended up passing away like 2 years ago, I think?
I believe he passed away in 2023 or beginning of 2024.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, what are y'all gonna do? Because it kind of ends on a cliffhanger with him. Yeah. So it's like, okay, they could write him out of the story from that, but I don't know, especially with everybody else, because they're technically still high schoolers in this show. It's like, especially for some of them,
we gotta do a time skip, because it's already what they need to do for the Garci. A couple years happen, time skip, a whole new cast. That's it. Yep.
And especially with how some of them have aged. Looking at you, Sydney Sweeney, respectfully, and
also Zendaya. She has girl has busy schedule. Girl has a busy schedule. She's not the same.
Yeah. Plus she's dating Spider-Man, so it happens.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. But other than that, I think we got one more thing that Whawkins is excited about, and also can't wait to hear his thoughts, because I don't know much about this series. I watch it. I don't know the drama, so I can't wait to hear for him to catch me up with. Talk to me. Why is South Park fucked right now? What's going on?
Okay, so. All right, I'll start with the Paramount thing. So, apparently there was issues with licensing and all that between Paramount and HBO Max, because currently South Park, you can stream the first 25, 26 seasons on HBO Max. But a lot of the specials that they made, the pandemic specials and the streaming war specials, they were all Paramount Plus exclusive. And also the movies on there too, which I highly recommend the South Park movie from back in 99. It's really good. It's, again, if you like musicals, you'll like this movie as well. But yeah, so there was a bit of a struggle with licensing, and I think it's partially why this new season of South Park was pushed back a little bit. But there was supposedly gonna be a bunch of legal things going on. There's apparently gonna be some lawsuits, but seems like they came to an agreement. And South Park has a 5-year deal now with Paramount, which is to the equivalent of like, I think, as I open up the link here, yeah, $1.5 billion for this 5-year streaming deal on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, because
they'll produce 10 new episodes per year,
which is totally fine, and I think a smart way to do. South Park is loved by a whole fans community. I grew up with South Park, but I wasn't attached to it. I was more attached to The Simpsons, Futurama, Family Guy, and a few others, but never really crazy for South Park. I still enjoy it for what it was in some scenes, but I think South Park had a crazy scene that I saw. Believe it was a centipede scene.
The human centipede.
Yeah, the human centipede. That shit was crazy. That shit was
okay, should I eat the vanilla paste or the asparagus? Sorry, I can quote South Park for a while. So
that one I get. That one I could remember and I get. But for South Park, I know that South Park used to be part of Comedy Central. I believe it was South Park.
Oh, it still is.
Still is. But I forgot who owns Comedy Central. Is it Paramount or is it HBO Max? Or like / Warner Brothers?
I think it's. I want to say Paramount.
Who owns Comedy Central?
Yeah, I want to say Paramount because I don't think it's Warner Brothers.
MTV Entertainment Group, and I believe that's owned by Paramount.
Yep. All right, so there it is. Which is interesting that they have a deal with HBO Max, but I'm not, again, I don't know the ins and outs of that, but like that's cool. At least it seems like maybe they got things worked out. So hopefully no lawsuit. Give me my South Park because the world needs South Park. I'm a full believer that like because their comedy is good, you know, despite what you might think of recent times and all that, but you know, that's whatever. But like this other story though is very interesting to me because so like do you know a character from like old episodes of South Park, a character known as Chef?
I don't know.
He was like the big black guy on South Park. He's just like,
yes,
I recall. Children?
I remember.
Yeah. So there was a story that Isaac Hayes, who was the voice of Chef, he had left South Park because they did a Scientology episode, which is interesting because, you know, out of all the episodes that South Park have done, it was this one about Scientology that apparently made Isaac Hayes quit the show, and that's why they did the whole thing of like killing off Chef and all that, and you know, whatever. But apparently after 14 years of this being the story, it comes out from Isaac Hayes' own son that that's not the case. And I'm going to read this tweet verbatim, and because this was from a story on Cracked Online where Isaac Hayes III talked about this. So for over 14 years, people have speculated about why my father left South Park. I'm here to set the record straight. My dad did not quit South Park. Scientology did. After the episode Trapped in the Closet aired in 2005, already that's making me shudder because I remember when that episode came out, but that's besides the point. My father suffered a stroke just a few months later that left him unable to speak or make decisions on his own. He was not in any condition to resign from anything. The truth is, someone else within his Scientology circle made that decision and quit the show for him. He loved being the voice of Chef. He loved the character. He loved connecting with fans. He would joke with people who recognized his voice, and he truly enjoyed being part of the show. The narrative that he quit because he was offended by the satire is not true, especially when you know of what episodes came before that. Like, why would he have quit when they've made fun of everything else, and then the Scientology episode comes out? Oh, that's the one thing that's the step too far. Cool, neat, awesome. That was a cover story created by others. My father never got to speak for himself because his health robbed him of that chance. So now I'm speaking for him. He did not leave South Park willingly. He was forced out by illness and by people who did not have his best interests at heart. This is for anyone who loved Chef. This is for anyone who admired my father's work. This is the truth about what really happened. This is crazy to find out, because again, like for 14 years, for so long, people thought that he left because he was offended by kind of a harmless episode when it comes to South Park, like especially in terms of South Park. Like if you're watching this right now, go watch this episode, Trapped in the Closet. I forgot what season it was, but like it's fairly early on. I want to say it's like before, it's like season maybe 8 or 9, because I think season 10 starts with Chef dying. Yeah, it's around that time. So yeah,
it was season 9. It was season 9
yeah.
of South Park episode of Trapped in the Closet. In season 9 is episode 12 of that season.
Mm-hmm.
The episode originally aired on November 16, 2005. That's your fact check,
Yep.
Jack.
There you go. So go check out that episode. But yeah, just kind of a somewhat harmless episode. Like South Park made fun of Mormons, literally called them dumb in the episode. Didn't bat an eye. They even had an episode where they had Muhammad in it.
Yeah.
The banned episode now, but I mean, that episode still aired. I remember that episode and all that.
Yeah,
Isaac
there's a
Hayes
few.
still stayed in that.
Trust me, Chad. There's a few episodes that people will, or shows that people will say back in there. Like, there's a few movies now. I believe Rush Hour. I believe it. I don't know if you saw the news. Rush Hour literally has the title card saying this film was made back in the day with different type of comedy. It's not judging or criticizing nobody. It's blah blah blah. And I'm like, yo, people diss off. Like, it's called movies just for jokes. Like, if you're getting offended, it means that you are just a soft person. The joke at the end of the day. Like, we literally had an episode of Community where they literally have blackface somebody, and that episode's banned. You can only find it in the illegal side.
I forgot about that episode. Oh my god!
A lot of people do.
I forgot about
a lot of people do.
Holy shit! So yeah, very very interesting story that came out this past week that I just wanted to share again. Like, being a fan of South Park, I'm like, oh, that's insane.
Once I heard this news, I was very excited to do the podcast with you and to hear about this, because like, again, I'm not a crazy South Park fan, so I'm really unaware about its world and its content. So when I hear about this, like, oh, that's honestly pretty shocking.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my little spiel in South Park. Go watch the movie. Best movie ever.
I do need to watch it. Maybe even anything, since you actually hooked me in because you said it was a musical. You hooked me in for that.
Dude, it might be one of my favorite soundtracks. They actually were nominated for an Oscar for one of the songs.
Oh, really? Okay.
Fun fact.
I'll look into that. I was honestly not here about the South Park game when it comes to that. But we're here for the last conversation for these last two things. Sorry, last three things. We have here some movie announcement things that have been mentioned. The Supergirl set for June 26, 2026 next year. We have confirmation from James Gunn being said, but then we have another movie being pushed, maybe for the third time or not. Beyond the Spiderverse has been delayed by a few weeks until June 25th, 2027. And I love how people wants to assume or say anything online. They say, hey, Steinfeld, I think you just gotta talk to, should make more, stop avoiding him. People like, yo, can y'all shut the fuck up? Don't be assuming people lives. Whatever this man did, whatever he did behind the scenes, or whatever he thinks he did, or whatever you guys think he did, is up to the people that actually did it to actually work out those issues.
Yeah.
Hollywood is complicated. Yep. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, let them take care of it.
Other than that, we have Marvel news. We have some big Marvel news. Not really anything crazy big, but talking about Spider-Man, he's been on a do not touch him list. Meaning, Kevin Feige, stay away from fucking Miles Morales.
Kevin Feige, do not touch.
Literally, the quote from Rarity, the quotes from Rarity.com, 2025 film news. If you guys want to search it and everything, but Kevin Feige says they're not allowed to bring Miles Morales to the MCU. Quote is, "We've been told to stay away." Quote ends.
Well, judging by how some of the products go, yeah, probably stay away from Miles, please.
Yeah. Hey, you know,
especially what he has to say next.
Look, chat. Sometimes, mistakes happen, but if you don't do it well, mistakes will happen because of your execution. Is Kevin Feige says even before we had what had happened to Jonathan Majors, we had started to realize Kang wasn't Thanos by deadline.
Shit.
And people understand. If you really want to understand how strong Kang is, go watch the show Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes, because that is a great execution of how Kang is actually supposed to be. Kang is done fucking well there. He literally kicks Avengers' ass so good. He kicks the ass of Hank Pym so good in the most type of sadistic way, and also humbles fucking Tony Stark and humbles even Doctor Doom in that show. So if you guys highly fucking recommend watching Earth Mightiest Hero. It's so good. But when it comes to this news, Kevin Feige, what do you expect to have Kang versus Ant-Man in his own type of solo film and have Kang lose? Even though I haven't seen the film, that's just my assumption that Kang loses against Ant-Man. Not even against like Thor or other characters of him, but losing against Hank Pym. Sorry, Scott. I forgot his last name. Scott. Yes, let's just call him Scott. I forgot his name. But like you have Kang lose to Scott.
I mean,
and when Scott in the MC's not even that smart, because Scott in the comics, he's a smart man. He knows what he's doing. He's a good robber. He's a good with tech. But we don't see that side in the MC. We see him more of the comedy side. We see him more of the guy that's trying to be a father and everything. We don't really see that. The smart person that knows how to rob, that knows how to deal with tech. But he lost to Kang. Like, sure, I guess. Like, Marvel, that's y'all fault that y'all think that he wasn't the next Thanos. Because he could have been the next Thanos, but y'all fucked him up. That's all.
The only two things I have to say about that god-awful movie is, one, how do you make Bill Murray unfunny? There's number one. But number two, the only other thing I remember from the damn movie is his daughter going up to MODOK after they defeat him, basically. And she's just like, "You're just a big dick." And he's just like, "Oh, but I'm..." And then she's like, "It's never too late to not be a dick." And I'm just like, is that the message of the movie? That is just not too late to not be a dick? Okay,
I hate it when they try to use the same word as a conundrum in a way. Like, I rather would have said like, "Oh, it's never too late to be an asshole." Like, that would have been better instead of like, you know, it's never good to be a dick. All right, cool. But don't say the word again. It doesn't have the same oomph or the same type of message. Like, hey, it's never too late to not be an asshole. Like, that would have sounded better. But that sucks. I just been avoiding that film, honestly. I just been avoiding. I just haven't gotten around to it.
That's probably for the best. That's for the best. Don't watch it. Out of all the other things you said, I mean, I'm looking forward to Supergirl. That should be a fun movie, especially after seeing what they did in Superman. Yeah. Yes, great. Beyond the Spiderverse getting delayed again, not surprised, if I'm being honest. In fact, look for it to be delayed again.
Don't say that.
That I mean, it wouldn't shock me. So,
sir, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. You don't need to lie. Don't say that.
Look, I want to be proven wrong. You know.
Hey, quick question. What do you think will come out first next year? Beyond the Spider-Verse or Grand Theft Auto? Bro froze. He froze. He's like,
You know, you're lucky there's no Kingdom Hearts 4 news either, because both of those are going to come out before Kingdom Hearts 4.
Agreed. That's why I didn't mention that, because those are three things that's been delayed after year after year after year after month. So like those are three that like, come on, anytime now.
At least with GTA 6 we have a trailer from it.
We did. We're getting there. Yeah. We're getting there. We just need to actually finish there.
Exactly. I need to have the game in my hand. It needs to be in my console. It needs to be turned on. It needs to be loaded up. I need to be physically playing GTA 6 before I can finally say GTA 6 is released and it's here.
Yeah, like you need to see a process and downloading on your PS5. Like it's processing download. No. I know it's there.
I need to be moving around in the game on my PlayStation before I'm just like, yeah, that's it. Because like I did the same thing with Kingdom Hearts 3 and they fucking trolled you at the beginning of it being like Kingdom Hearts 2.9. It's like,
bro, that's why I haven't gone back to the franchise, because I have Kingdom Hearts 1 and then I have like I have the game that had like all the side stories of 2.9 on the 3DS ones and everything. So I have all the side stories. But I was like, bro, I love Kingdom Hearts. I grew up with it. Some games I missed, some games I didn't get into and everything, but I just want to like really dive into it. I just don't have the time to sit there for like a good maybe 2-3 weeks to actually be immersed in the game. It's just like,
yeah,
no. But
I feel you.
That's Marvel. That's movie news. We spoke about Pokemon. We have one sad news. Since we are recording on Tuesday, guys, we got to talk about some of the Pokemon news and everything. But one sad news we are going to also speak about momentarily before we step out. We want to have a moment of silence for Ozzy Osbourne. We heard the news of his passing, that he has passed away. And it's very sad. He literally just finished his concert that he did with his band, and they literally just reunited for a good 2-3 months, and now it's just his passing at 76 years old. It's just sad. Like it's just it's something I didn't expect. I love his music. I learned his music a lot from playing Guitar Hero. I learned a lot of his music playing Guitar Hero.
Yeah, I mean it just sucks. I mean, so shout out to his friends and family. Hopefully you guys are able to process everything, grieve how you need to, positively, by the way. Make sure you grieve positively. Don't fall into a deep hole, because eventually you will see Ozzy again. Yeah. So
amen to that. Yeah. Is there any shout out of like saying his favorite songs that you have?
I do recall in college, this is actually kind of funny. We were doing this was me and my fraternity and all that. We were doing like this music thing, like this spur of the moment, like concert kind of thing and all that. Me on my bari sax and my two friends both on tuba ended up playing Crazy Train.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah,
Crazy Train is a nice kill. I also enjoy Mr. Crowley.
Yeah,
Mr. Crowley's a nice. Yeah, because I'm staring at his resume. So I'm staring at that one. So Mr. Crowley, Crazy Train, Paranoid, which is fucking insane to look at the year it came out, like 1970. It's like, god damn.
Oh my god.
The amount of drugs that's been out in that time. Sorry, Chad. I just know his story, and I know Ozzy, what he's gone through. So like,
man ate a freaking bat on stage. Like the dude was insane, and
bro,
I guess the other shout out I have,
there's some pictures and memes or videos of him literally hugging his wife or hugging his mom, and then after that moment later he's like, okay, fuck off now.
Yep.
Okay, fuck off now. Fucking wholesome. No.
I think my two favorite things just of Ozzy Osbourne in media, and then we can sign off, I guess.
Yeah.
One, there's a Family Guy bit where he's just like, all right, I'm gonna stay on stage and eat this whole sandwich, and he's just eating the sandwich, and you see like the crowd like going yeah, and then like you see like people just start like kind of stopping to cheer, and then like he's just up there on stage eating a sandwich, and he's just like, I'll finish it later. Yeah.
He was like, Ozzy to me, and these kind of rock stars are like such a personality, like Ozzy, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley. Like these are icons within the music industry that has paved a wave of music in their own right. It's just sad to see them go. But they left a plethora of music for us to hear and still appreciate. So hopefully 100 years from now, 50 years from now, these music are still accessible to listen and appreciate for our grandkids and future grandkids and etc. in the lineup to actually appreciate his music just crazy by the next 30 years. For us in the year 2070, we're gonna be saying, "Damn, remember that song or crazy train that came out almost 100 years ago?" You'd be like, "What? What?
What?
Like, damn, that was that long ago." They're like, "Damn," but honestly, just rest in peace. My condolences to the fans, the family, the people that appreciate Ozzy Osbourne music. If you're young and haven't heard any of his music, please do yourself a favor and go check out Ozzy Osbourne music. Go check out his catalog. Go check out some of his popular ones. Go check out his smaller ones. Just be in tune of his music. It's really good. If you also like a bit of rock and roll / in the heavy metal, that's what his type of genre. So I do recommend, if you're okay with those type of genres, go check it out.
Oh yeah, definitely go check out his music, and just R.I.P. Ozzy. You will be missed. Again, hopefully your family and friends are doing all right. Just grieve positively.
Agreed. And when it comes down to be positive, this is the end of our show. We have spoken about Pokemon. We've spoken about a mini review of K-pop Demon Hunters. And when we said in the beginning of the show, it was all a damn lie. I said that this would be a short show. No, this was a full exact 2-hour show of discussion, reviews, and good conversation on Pokemon that we don't really get to do a lot. So it was that discussion. I'm not shocked when it comes to me and Whawkins. We have always great conversation. We always have a good banter about discussion and about in-depth conversation when it comes to series or other stuff. So I had a good time.
Oh yeah, same here. So I just expect a pay raise after all this. So just by the way, I'll have to talk to Vash off screen about that. Everybody.
I know Chad, the audience, is going to be curious to know, what toy have you been playing with in the corner?
So I found this in a box. I've been going through some old stuff recently and all that. So I found this old Beast Wars Transformer. For a second, I thought it was a Bionicle. That's why I asked. No, this is from like 90s and all that. Don't worry, you guys will get a close up here in just a moment when we do our outro and all that. But I've just been going through some old stuff and just like, okay, well, I want to keep this or I want to get rid of this. And trust me, Chad, I am somebody that likes to keep the things that he grew up with. I say keep one of those people. I say keep it, don't throw it out. And I'm keeping this guy. The last thing I will say is that, Chad, go to Burger King. This is not sponsored by Burger King. It's because if you love Naruto, go get a kids meal because they have Naruto. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Europe and Japan, they had like a Naruto toy within its kids meal for the past 6 months earlier, but the US never got it. And guess what? The US did this past Monday on July 22nd. But then when I went to July 21st. But then when I went to the BK near me, guess what they said? And we don't got it no more, sold out. And then I asked them, are you gonna get any more? No, I don't think so. So in my head, I feel like the line, and also I was like in the hood side of the BK, so I'm like, they don't really want to deal with customers, and they probably heard 20,000 kids asking for the probably the Naruto toys. So I'm like, whatever. I'll probably go to another Burger King and just be hoping to God. I'm like, yo, I'm a kid. Can I get a kids meal? Can I get the Naruto or Sasuke? I'll pay whatever extra one and call it a day. Yeah. And also, One Piece is doing a McDonald's thing. Too, yes, I saw that too. In Japan. So Luffy will get to order 50 hamburgers from Deku. And also the snack wrap came back in the US and it got raised the price. It went from $1 back in the day and some cents to now $3.99. Yeah, I believe it's here in the here in New York it's $3.99 or $2.99. But in other states that are not as big as New York, I think it is $2.99 in Arctic. Because for those that don't know, in the bigger popular states, we get the more pricey, expensive shit because they want to tax us more. And the smaller states that are not that big and important, they just get some regular shit type of price. I will confirm this on Friday. Awesome. So with all the little quick things for us to talk to you audience and let us know, we want to also let you know that next week episode 189 will be the Fantastic Four review. Go watch the movie if you haven't. Stay spoiler free if you can, and enjoy the movie Fantastic Four. Go let us know in the comment section if you enjoy Superman review. Go check that out the week before. Other than that,
Thank you for joining us tonight and taking the time to listen in. The Anime Podcast is presented by AniMa W3 Studio. That stands for animation, manga, wrestling, webtoons, and bring the positive representation for weebs and entertainment. Our production team are Vash, Whawkins, Roman, Jokester. Special thanks to our producers, myself, and Whawkins. Don't forget to follow your socials of the brand and team. Of all the links are down below in the description, as well the time codes as you see in the chapters of the video, or if you're watching or listening to the podcast side. Lastly, share, like, and most importantly, give feedback and let us know what you thought of the episode. You guys is what makes the show and help us succeed. On behalf of everyone at the AniMa W3 Studio team, we thank you for joining us on the show, in the podcast. We see you later. Take care. This podcast is not recorded by a live studio audience. We see you in the next time. Be free, golden, and take down.